Good morning and happy Wednesday. I'm running way late today, but I'm getting ready to catch a plane to go on my very last business trip to Colorado Springs. And I wanted to hop on and share with you about my one word for 2016. For those of you who are thinking ahead to 2016 and planning for that, we're going to talk about my one word and what that looks like. So welcome, I'm so glad to have you all here. For those of you who are new, my name is Crystal Payne and I'm the founder of MoneySavingMom.com, as well as wife to Jesse, and we have 3 kids. They are 10, 8, and 6, and we live in the Nashville, Tennessee area. And like I said, I'm getting ready to go to the airport, to hop on a plane to go to Colorado Springs for my very, very last business trip of 2015, and I could not be more excited to finally be to the end of 2015. I mean, it was a year of much learning, and it was a year of a lot of growth personally, but it was a hard year. And honestly, as I was thinking about, this is my last trip, and I've traveled a lot this year and spoken and had a lot of different opportunities in media, but it's been a very full and a very busy year. I feel like it was the year that I was supposed to have. I feel like it's what God called me to, but I am really excited about 2016. Yay, Jessica, you're in Franklin, woohoo! Okay, so 2015 was it was a hard year. There was so much that went on, and I've kind of alluded to some of it in my scopes. I wrote down this morning some of the different things. We had some major business issues and setbacks and struggles that cost us literally thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. We took some risks that didn't pan out, and there were some setbacks and struggles, and that was hard. I took on too much. There were some people who are very, very dear to me who had some serious life-threatening illnesses and health issues, and that was very hard for me. A lot of business responsibilities. I launched a book, which is a lot of work, and I also launched my first course. And then there was the second half of the year, there was a serious life crisis that happened that resulted in some it's one of those things where you can't talk about it publicly because it's not my story, but let's just say that it was weeks and weeks and weeks of tears and struggle and figuring out how to walk this very hard and unexpected road. So it kind of put us in our family in upheaval dealing with the situation. And then there were some difficult situations with very dear friends. And so I also had my own health scare and surgery. And then there's just the thing of being a wife and a mom to 3 kids, and it was just a lot. And so as I look at 2016 and thinking of what do I want that year to look like, because I really don't want a repeat of 2015. I am really excited to be cutting back and speaking a lot less. I've said no to a lot of speaking opportunities, and I'm going to be speaking a whole lot less, traveling a lot less, not writing or launching a book, and only focusing on a few business responsibilities. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited about quiet and rest and downtime. So my word for 2016, if you haven't figured it out, is rest. That is my word. I am excited to have a year where it's just like a reprieve, and where I'm going to say no a lot and just rest and make that a priority. I realized over the last few months that I needed to make some major changes if I want to practice my own message of margin. I'm always telling women to have margin in their own life, and I want to practice that as well. And so that is why I decided to have the word of rest. And so I made some hard calls over the last 2 months. I stepped away from quite a lot of business stuff. I pared down significantly and really delegated a lot of stuff. And it was hard. It's hard to have to say no and to cut back. But at the same time, I know that I have to focus on what is most important, and I need to be there for my family, and I need to focus on my health. And I'm good to no one if I'm completely exhausted. So I'm going into 2016 feeling so much clarity, so much less brain clutter, and so much peace. And I don't want to lose those feelings, so that's why my word is rest, and that's why I'm putting it out here for you guys, because I want the public accountability. I want you guys to call me out if I am not sticking with my plan to make rest a priority, because I need that accountability of you all saying, hey, why are you saying yes to that? So I'm putting that out there. And I'd love to hear from you. What have you picked a word for 2016? I saw that some of you have already shared your word. I'd love to hear if you picked a word and what it is. And if you haven't picked a word, for you to think about what would be a good word, just to have as your whole focus, kind of like over everything that you do, that this word is hanging over that as a banner to help guide you to say no when you need to say no, and to say yes when you need to say yes. Ooh, humility, clarity. Stacey, that's a good one. Intentional, Bridget, I love that. Success, accomplish. My word is focus. Great words here. Achievement. And I've had years when those were, it's like that kind of stuff, and this is my year for rest. So we'll see what 2017 brings. But I had a couple of announcements that I wanted to say, and that was that we have the Choose Love bracelets are back in stock in our shop. I will show you. We just got them in the warehouse last night. So if you have been wanting to get one of our Choose Love bracelets that have been out of stock, they are back in stock again until they sell out. So that's at shop.moneysavingmom.com. And we are also offering through the 18th, you can get guaranteed shipping by Christmas, free shipping on orders over $50. So that's at shop.moneysavingmom.com. And also I was going to show you, I haven't mentioned these, but we have these magnets that I adore. They were to go along with my book, Money Making Mom, but you were created to make a difference. I have this on my fridge. I love how it's large and it's sturdy. And these, I believe you'll be offered them as an upsell when you go to checkout for $5. And these would make really cool stocking stuffers or a fun gift. They're also available on the site. So that's at shop.moneysavingmom.com. And then I wanted to mention that Michael Haidt is doing a webinar today. He's doing 3 different webinars, the same webinar at 3 different times. For those of you who are familiar with Michael, he is such an inspiration to me as far as living with intention and running your business with intention. If you are, especially if you're a work-at-home mom, or you are a work outside the home mom, or you are someone who is maybe doesn't have young children, I think that a lot of his principles can be, they can apply that as well, but I would encourage you to check out the webinar. It's called 5 Secrets That High Achievers Use to Accomplish Their Biggest Goals. So if you need that nudge to accomplish goals in 2016, be sure to check that out. I put a link to it on my scope page. So that's at MoneySavingMom.com. If you can see it on there, MoneySavingMom.com/scope. So MoneySavingMom.com/scope. There's a link to Michael's free webinar, and it's only today, and he's offering it at 3 different times, but you need to sign up. And then also, because I'm going to be in Colorado Springs this evening, and I'm going to be at a hotel all by myself, I'm going to do a Money Making Mom scope tonight. I think it will be about 8 p.m. Central Time. if everything goes well with my flights and all that. So 8 p.m. Central Time, and it's going to be on Instagram. I've been really learning and experimenting with a lot of things on Instagram, and I'm going to share my 5 best practices for Instagram, and you can also bring your questions and any questions that you have on Instagram or other social media, and we'll talk about that. So that's at 8 p.m. Central Time tonight. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. I hope that you have a wonderful day and that you are able to live with intention, but also take time to rest.